y'all. Hey, this is Kristen and George from Scrog and Travel. We just got done with our first tour of Rome, and we are getting ready for a siesta. We just got done having lunch. And so I just wanted to kind of get your thoughts, George, on what you thought about the Roman ruins tour that we took through Viator.
Going through the Colosseum was bucket list. Seeing all the things that are older than Jesus is kind of crazy. It's just nuts to think that there's so much history.
And pretty well preserved.
Yeah.
And like that you can just touch it.
Yes.
Like that was the other part. Like so many places that we've been before, they would never let you touch any kind of stone or anything like that at this
going
point.
inside the Colosseum.
And going onto the floor, right? And being able to see it from the angle of, like, this is what somebody who would have been a slave or a gladiator would have been able to see it from. We had a really good tour guide named Ivana. She was fantastic, full of a lot of history, which you like.
Yes. And she had a book that shows you pictures of here's what you're seeing today, and then you flip the page and here's what it would have looked like.
Yeah, we're going to have to get that because that, it would definitely help because there's a lot of ruins. It's huge, though. Didn't you say, too, you were like, I can't believe there's so much of it that's so well preserved.
And then the lady at the hotel said every time they dig somewhere to build like a new metro station, they have to stop because they find new ruins. It's nuts.
Yeah, it was really cool. So we definitely would recommend that tour. I don't know why anybody would go see the Roman Forum or the Colosseum without a tour guide.
And thousands of people were doing it.
Thousands.
There's no way you know.
There's not any signs. There's just, there might be there, but I sure as crap didn't see any.
Well, still, we would have walked by where Julius Caesar was cremated.
Yeah.
And not even taken a second look at that little
Not
building.
even had a clue.
We would walk right by it if it hadn't been for the tour guide.
Yeah, so we definitely would recommend this tour. It was called Roman Ruins on Viator. And what time did we have to get there? We had to get there by 9:15, and then we were done at like 12, almost on the dot. So it's a decent amount of walking. If you're not a good walker, I'd be careful of it.
I get 10,000 steps a day. I'm okay.
Yeah, but you're not normal. And then there's definitely some of the rocks from the old Roman road that are, you really have to pay attention.
Yes.
Because you could turn your ankle pretty easily in there. And then after we got done with the tour, she took us straight over to a place that she recommended for lunch. And by the way, I underestimated the cold. It was really, it was way colder than I thought it was going to be. And I was freezing, and there was nowhere to buy a sweatshirt. So again, unlike in America, right, where every single place has some sort of bookstore with tons of, there was probably some bookstores, but I'm pretty sure they just sell books.
Yeah.
But there was nowhere for me to go to get warm. So that's part of why I'm in the bed right now, to get warm. And then we had lunch, and George had one of the biggest beers I've ever seen. And you thought it was pretty good.
It was tasty. The menu just said large beer. There was no brand.
That's it. That was all there was to it. And I had a limoncello spritzer, which was fine. And but I had a quattro formaggi pizza, and it was really good. And then you had lasagna.
And it was lasagna. It was okay, but your pizza was really good.
Yeah, it was really good. It was really close to the forum, and I'll definitely make sure that I've got a whole video. We took lots of pictures and stuff on that. So just across the street from the forum. So, but now we're going to go take a nap because we learned a long time ago when we were traveling, quality over quantity, right? If you're tired and grumpy, you will not have a good time, and you will only remember fighting with your family the whole time. So we're going to go take a nap. And then, I don't know, we're kind of looking at a museum. We're looking at a Pantheon. This one's a little less structured than a lot of our trips are. Normally, we know exactly what we're going to do, but not so much today because there's just so much to discover in Rome. So anyway, that was sort of the tour of our very first day, and highly recommend going to the Roman Colosseum, definitely getting on the floor. Making sure, I think it's worth the extra money to be able to get on the floor.
Do the tour guide. Don't just do it by yourself.
Yeah, agreed. All right.
Good night.
Arrivederci.